here you are with nary a tech news to your name. It simply won't do, James. Don't worry, we'll fix you right up. After the appropriate amount of information had leaked, as required by traditional PC gamer culture, AMD officially announced the RX 6700 XT today. The card comes with 12 gigs of memory, 40 compute units, and according to AMD, can perform about as well as NVIDIA's RTX 3070 at 1440p, while costing $20 less at $479 US. Unfortunately, that's still higher than many fans expected, leading some to accuse AMD of capitalizing on the current low supply, high demand market situation by raising prices, which is not something that happens very often in the economy, I think. I've never taken an economics class. What? Laissez-faire, man. AMD also announced that their implementation of resizable bar, called Smart Access Memory, which allows Ryzen CPUs to directly access GPU memory, will work with Ryzen 3000 series CPUs, not just the upcoming 5000 series chips, which means they might have a bit of a leg up on Intel and NVIDIA, which, as a reminder, are other companies that release products you can't buy. But if you really want to try, the RX 6700 XT will launch March 18th.
Get your bots ready.
Programming. Last year, Google announced they would remove support for third-party cookies in Chrome, which allow companies other than Google to track you across the web in order to serve you ads for things that you might actually be interested in, like a pillow shaped like a processor from lttstore.com. Hey, get out of here! Well, today, Google said once they get rid of all those nasty third-party cookie crumbs, they're not going to build alternative identifiers that track individuals as they browse the web, nor will they use them in their products. Which kind of makes it sound like that's exactly what they're gonna do. I could almost hear the wink in that sentence. Also, why do you need to say you're not gonna use the thing that you said you wouldn't build? Just a question.
Question of Firefox.
Google's clearly trying to keep up with their consumers' demand for privacy, an area where browsers like Firefox, exactly, you got there, James, and Brave are a step ahead. Google says they can make this change without breaking the way that web advertising works, but it's unclear whether that means things won't break for Google while breaking for everyone else.
Suck it, Zuck.
Zuck it! And Arizona has passed a bill that would prevent tech giants from forcing an app developer to use a preferred payment system, a landmark piece of legislation that could have a big impact on Epic. Maybe they should just merge Apple and Epic, you know, make up finally and become one company. A big impact on the fight between Apple and Epic over the iOS App Store. The bill also prohibits companies like Apple or Google from retaliating against developers who elect to use third-party payment systems. Just like the recent similar North Dakota bill, this one was influenced by the Coalition for App Fairness, which is like Epic's club for companies burnt by Apple's mean App Store rules that suck. That's the acronym. I can't say it. The bill being passed could be the start of a legislative wave sweeping through the US state by state until iPhones are literally just open source devices you can install Windows on if you want, or that couldn't happen, it could be nothing. Either way, despite all the lobbying, Epic Games seems to be sitting pretty. They just bought the developer of Fall Guys, the pandemic era smash hit that everyone's still playing, right? Everyone.
Drake?
Drake, are you there? Oh my gosh, you have to try these quick bits.
No.
What?
Way. Shut the front door.
Ah! Intel has discontinued its performance tuning protection plan, which provided an extended warranty covering processors that get damaged by overclocking. Intel says the PTPP wasn't needed anymore because overclocking is so easy now, and demand for the warranty was low, so they're listening to their customers and responding to them. It's not at all because they were just ordered by a judge to pay $2.2 million to a patent troll company after losing a lawsuit.
Those are customers too?
That's true. Yeah, that actually doesn't work together. I thought they would go nicely together. Microsoft's Ignite conference kicked off this week, and besides the super nerdy announcements like Power Automate Desktop now being free, we got yet another flashy concept video about how HoloLens is going to revolutionize work.
In another 10 years.
Exactly. Microsoft Mesh is basically AltSpace VR. Microsoft acquired AltSpace VR, so that makes sense. And there's also a Pokemon Go HoloLens demo. Wow, this was fun. Can't wait for next year's HoloLens concept video. It'll get here someday. The audio chat app Clubhouse is currently being cloned by the bigger tech platforms, but Twitter's clone, called Spaces, is making some features available on Android. Clubhouse itself is only available on iOS and is invite only.
That's what the cool kids do.
Exactly, I mean, it makes your app cool, but it also makes it harder to download. And all the coolness draws the attention of the big guys and then clone your app. But you do have the cool thing going. And I love being cool. DJI officially unveiled their FPV drone yesterday, which works with the company's FPV goggles and combines elements of racing and cinematic drones. You can fly with GPS and visual positioning systems like a normal DJI drone, or take full manual control to make it act more like a Cinewhoop style drone.
Whoop, whoop.
Do you know what that is?
Nope, whoop, nope.
Taking the Cinewhoop for a whoop whoop. And a game developer has managed to force its own game off of Steam, which is not something you hear every day. You see, Frogwares, developer of The Sinking City, had to DMCA their former publisher, Nacon, who had published the game on Steam without Frogwares' approval. Their reasoning? Doesn't look like that cool of a game anyways, guys. Whoa, rude. Why would you? Better get at him on Twitter for that. It would be rude to continue this episode, so it's over. Come back on Friday for more tech news. You know, the kind that really sticks to your ribs.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say tongue.
If it sticks to your tongue.
Like a frog.